Now, Hazel, she was a well-to-do lady, sort of like Patricia and Ina, only a little bit worse. She was the protected alcoholic, you know, the ones that cover up. She, too, used to have to drive her husband down to the depot in the morning. And sometimes after dumping him off on the way home, she'd stop into a working man's saloon to get a couple of eye-openers in her pajamas, you know. And sometimes she'd still be there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, all drunk and screwed up, you know, smashed out of her gills, and the cops would come by, and her husband was a very influential politician in Illinois. They get word to him, and the first thing you know, an ambulance would pull up, RM would come out, a doctor would come out, off would go Hazel. And you wouldn't see her for about 8 more weeks. And they used to bring her out west here someplace, Arizona, I think. And then she'd come back to the AA meeting. She'd have a nice tan, look great. And she'd last 2 meetings. She'd go to the first meeting and let us all know she's back from Arizona. Then the next meeting, she'd inevitably get up and she'd say, I have a suggestion. And I'd say, what's that? These meetings are too long. Why don't we cut the meeting to 20 minutes and then play bridge? Jesus, right? The old timers would come down on her about priorities, and she'd get mad and she'd say, I resign. And out the door she'd go. And 2 weeks later, she'd be off to Arizona again. Then she'd be back telling us that meetings are too long. I resign. Back. Over and over, I used to see Hazel doing that. Penitentiary with Mike. Mike was a professional thief, you know. And the reason he's done so much time in the penitentiary related to alcohol, he used to tell me it's the only time I ever got caught.